This video will contain spoilers. Consider yourself warned. Reacher doesn't miss, so when he pulled the trigger on Quinn and watched him fall off that cliff, there was no reason to doubt that the job was done. A point-blank shot to the forehead should have been the end of the story, but Season 3's premiere, Persuader, flips that certainty on its head. Quinn's survival isn't just improbable, it's almost a miracle. The smaller caliber bullet Reacher used didn't have the stopping power to penetrate all the way through, which meant it got lodged in Quinn's skull instead of delivering an instant kill. That's already a rare stroke of luck, but then comes the cliff. Instead of dying from the fall, Quinn hit the freezing water below, and hypothermia did something unexpected. It slowed his heart rate, reduced blood loss, and likely prevented severe brain damage. That kind of physiological response is what saved him, and it's eerily reminiscent of how Samantha Caine survived her ordeal in the Long Kiss Goodnight. Of course, survival alone isn't enough to explain how Quinn re-emerged stronger than ever. He was found washed up on a beach, went through 6 months of rehab, and then vanished. But one lingering question remains. Does Quinn actually remember what happened? When questioned during his recovery, he claimed to have amnesia, which doctors suspected was a lie. And they were right. Quinn wasted no time getting back to his criminal ways, but there's a compelling argument that he may have genuinely lost fragments of his memory. The biggest clue? He's made no direct move against Reacher. If he had a clear recollection of everything, his thirst for revenge would be immediate. But just because he hasn't gone after Reacher yet doesn't mean he won't. If they cross paths again, instincts could kick in, and that recognition might be enough to reignite his vendetta. Quinn's reemergence isn't just about survival, it's about domination. In Season 3, Reacher's plan to go undercover with Beck, the rug importer suspected of running drugs, quickly unravels when it's revealed that Beck and his son Richard are actually prisoners in their own operation. Quinn, now operating under the alias Julius McCabe, orchestrated Richard's kidnapping, subjected him to brutal torture, and even had his ear cut off to force Beck into compliance. This isn't just a power move, it's psychological warfare. Beck's business is now a front for Quinn's arms trafficking, and has got 2 enforcers, Duke and the monstrous Powley, keeping everyone in line. But there's another layer to this. Teresa, Duffy's informant, was abducted, and Quinn is the most likely culprit. What's interesting is that he hasn't killed her yet. That suggests he needs something from her, whether it's information or leverage. Quinn's role in Persuader was originally more distant, a shadowy threat looming in the background, but the show is expanding his presence significantly. Just like Season 2 fleshed out AM, Season 3 is making Quinn a more hands-on villain, turning him into an ever-present danger rather than a final act revelation. At this point, Powley is the most immediate threat to Reacher, but make no mistake, Quinn is the real mastermind. Powley is the muscle, a brute force enforcer who creates obstacles, but Quinn is the strategist, the one pulling the strings behind the scenes. And with Beck's repeated failures testing his patience, it's only a matter of time before Quinn steps in personally. If the show continues on this path, we might be looking at one of the most formidable antagonists Reacher has ever faced. What do you think? Could Quinn's memory loss be real, or is he just biding his time before making his move? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.